Welcome back to Witness Richness. It's your boy JCP, and as always, I am super excited to be back in front of the camera. Listen, this week I want to talk about procrastination. That is like the number one dream killer is procrastination. I don't know how many times that I've spoken to other people and listened to them talk about all the great ideas they have. They want to start this, they want to do this, they got a new routine and they timed it all out and everything just seems great. You have all the blueprint, you have all the strategy, and you know exactly what you need to get started, but for some reason, you never started. That is called procrastination. Once you learn it and you gather your resources, once you have the blueprint, it goes from taking in the information to instant implementation. That is the only way. Know what you need to know to get started and go through the process. Because I don't believe that you can master something before you can actually do something. I believe that you're gonna know the process, learn the process, and have enough to get started, but as you start to do it, then you master it. Like, don't sit here and tell me that you mastered something you've never done. Because for me, I just feel like doing it is what makes you a master. Learning it is just taking information in. You know, they say knowledge is power. Like, knowledge is great, but without implementation of that knowledge, there's no power. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's really about learning and implementing and learning as you grow. Learning as you grow, right? Two ways. So a lot of times you can start learning about a business, and the more you start learning about the business, and you know, it may be a little more challenging than you thought it was going to be, it kind of turns you off towards that business. For example, there was a time that I was studying credit repair. And so many people that I know, personal friends of mine, have taken the initiative to start credit repair businesses that to this day are currently successful. It's like they learned it and they're successful. I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we talked about credit repair business. And he told me, he was like, yo, JCP, don't do it. He goes, if I knew what I had to learn before starting this business, I wouldn't have got into it. There's so many laws, so many codes, so many secrets, so many strategies, so many things to learn that I've learned so much that I feel like if I had known I had to learn this much about the credit repair business, I would never have started it. And I said to him, well, that's a double-edged sword, because for one, you know what I'm saying? For one, that turns me off from learning the business. But for two, I feel like had you not told me that, I probably would have just had gotten started and started learning things and taking clients and making money. And then before I know it, because I would have been implemented what I've been learning right away, I would have mastered the process. But instead, I tried to learn everything about the process to the point where it just seemed like it was too confusing, and I never ended up implementing that business. So it goes both ways. I feel like know a blueprint, because the blueprints are out there. There's not many things or many businesses that have been started that there's not already a blueprint or somebody who hasn't done something like that successfully that you can't learn from. In this day and age, everybody is giving away their blueprints and giving away their strategies. But it's no longer about the information, because the information is online. It's on YouTube. It's here, it's right now. It's about you taking action. You can't just sit here and keep on watching the videos on credit repair and watching the videos on fixing properties and doing flips and not take action. Otherwise, you'll be here all damn day in 2021 watching my videos and still haven't taken action because you're trying to master the process. It doesn't work that way. Learn what you need to learn to get started, get in there, and after you start going through those experiences, Now you become a master. So what I want to say to you is, when I was younger, back in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I was a ball player. But then there was plenty of days that the girls were out there playing double dutch and, would come through, and double dutch is fun, right? But I remember one time that I was playing with the jump rope with the girls, and, they're doing a little song, and I'm sitting there ready to get in, and I'm ready to get in, and so we had cable wire. We had this probably 20 feet of cable wire. And it would be like all the kids in the middle, and the girls would be sitting there like this with the cable wire like this. And I'm just sitting here like this. Just sitting here, ready to jump in, rocking, and not jump in. And that's an analogy that I feel that most people have when it comes to starting businesses. You learn what you need to learn, you're ready to take that risk, you're ready to reap that reward, but then you never jump in because you feel that you don't know enough. When really, you probably know too much. That's the thing, you probably know too much. It's like this, right? If you have a level from 1 to 10, and let's say you're on level 0. You're on level 0 right here. And, let's give an example like a Tony Robbins, a Les Brown, Grant Cardone, one of these guys who were just great coaches, inspirational speakers, multimillionaires, very successful. And Les Brown gives you, or Tony Robbins gives you a blueprint. Hey, listen, I want you to do this, and this. And you're on level 0. But taking information from somebody on level 10, when you're on level 0, it may seem a little overwhelming. But let's say you have somebody who's on level 3, or level 4, maybe even level 5. It may be a little bit easier for you to take in information from somebody who's on level 5 rather than level 10 if you're on level 0. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, though I have not reached all the pinnacles that I wanted to reach yet, I'm a few levels in there. I had some accolades in real estate. But what I would say is, get started. Don't become a master of it. Know what you need to know to get started, and that will be enough. I promise you that. So 2020, in this big information era, I don't want you to sit here and watch every single video on YouTube about flipping properties. I don't want you to sit here and watch every single video about credit repair. Learn the process, get the ball rolling, then continue to learn as you go. Otherwise, you're going to just upload your brain with so many information and so many steps that when you're on level 0, you may not need to know what you need to do on steps 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right now, where you're at, you need the steps to get from 1 to 2. And then when you get to step number 2, you can learn how to get from 3 to 4. Then when you get 3 to 4, you can learn how to get from 7 to 8, 9 to 10. You understand that? For myself, I want to become a multimillionaire. And realistically, at one point, I made $40,000 a year. And then at one point, I made $100,000 a year. And from leaving my job, I've been able to double, triple, and quadruple my salary. But the real goal is making $1 million a year. But realistically, I'm not going to go from making $100,000 a year to 10 times my money in just 1 year. I'm going to have my baby steps. I'm going to have my implementation where I made $100,000 this year. Okay, I made $200,000 this year. Okay, now I made $300,000 this year. Oh, lost money this year. Didn't make much money this year. Made $400,000 this year. And you get to have this income that you can work on and perfect. I'm not going to become a millionaire overnight. So it's about learning the next step. If I made $100,000, how can I make $200,000? If I make $200,000, how can I make $300,000? If I make $300,000, how can I make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 millionaire, right? So breaking down the steps, breaking down the process, breaking down the goal into little steps. So there's no longer procrastination because listen, I don't have to get in here and double dutch for 10 minutes. Right now, I just gotta get in there and hit 1 and 2 steps. Now I know how to get in. Once I get in, I can learn that flow. But right now, I just need to get my foot in the door. I just need to take in the knowledge and implement. So 2020, listen, gather your resources, your credit, your know-how, your money, whatever you have. Find a blueprint, find a strategy, learn what you need to learn to get started, and go for it. And I promise you, you could be going in the wrong direction, and you could be wrong business, but you won't understand that until you're already in it and you realize you want to do something differently. Or you can sit here and procrastinate and wait for the perfect opportunity, wait for the perfect business. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. So jump in. Stop wasting time. Jump in. 2020, this is your year. 2020, this is my year. 2020, this is our year. And this is an open invitation. As always, my brother, and as always, my sisters, I invite you. Let's grow together. See you in the next episode.